Hello, and welcome to episode 9 of the Battery ReChage Series. This episode is about not lying to yourself. So, I know we hear a lot of, it's a phrase called fake it till you make it. I find that to be a very, very, very dangerous saying, because the danger in fake it till you make it is you get comfortable lying to yourself, to the point where you develop a miscommunication between yourself, between what's real and not. How far are we going with delusion? And sometimes delusion can be the fact that people just don't see things the way you see it. They don't see the bigger picture. And that's on them, not on you. That doesn't mean to say that you're delusional, but you get okay with using that word and being okay with, oh, I'm just delusional. I fed into my delusions. No, we're not doing that. I feel like that's more of a negative. And I'm just saying that as far as advice, because I really hate to go off my feelings when I'm providing this information to you guys. So yeah, you don't want to be familiar in calling your beliefs or your things that you have established something to be certain on as delusion. We don't want to do that. Also, being fake. Being fake, it prevents you from moving on in a situation where you outgrew the situation, but you've gotten so comfortable and so good and talented at being fake and lying to yourself like, oh no, I'm good. You're not good. So instead of you addressing the issue of I'm not good with this, or that doesn't make me feel right, or you being like, oh, I'm being tough about the situation, I'm being strong about this. But don't be fake about it, and don't get comfortable lying to yourself, because I'll give you a perfect example. A job position. You might have a job that you hate. You're like, you know what? It pays the bills. That's not the only job available. You could do something that you like. You could find something that you're qualified for. But if you can lie to yourself and be like, well, it's okay. It pays the bill. I'm okay with it. But your inner you is so disturbed by having to go to work and spend all of these hours. You spend a lot of times more time at work than you do at home. So if you're being fake with yourself, that leaves it's too much opportunity for that communication between you, your higher self, and your present self. It leaves too much room for that disconnect. And that's what you don't want. And that is the dangers of lying to yourself. So, and that's another thing with discernment, when knowing you've outgrown certain individuals that may be very near and dear to your heart, but you see the way you move. You can't move with them like that, like you used to. And you can lie to yourself and be like, but I don't want them to think that I changed. You did change. And that's fine. And they might not be ready for that. You can either stumble them, or you can be an example to where they say, you know what, if I would have never been, cool with you, who knows what happened. So, and that is extremely, extremely important about not lying to yourself, keeping it real with you first. So fake it till you make it, that's just one of those things where it's a perception thing. A lot of good motivational people say it, so I'm not gonna knock it, but at the end of the day, that line of communication that you have between you and your higher self is most important. That's the value. That is value. That's just going somewhere without your cell phone. Some people are cool with that. That's cool. But somewhere in unknown territory, you're gonna need a reliable source of communication. So keep that line open by not calling it, oh, those are my delusions. I'm really don't say that about yourself. So keeping it real with yourself. Do not lie to yourself, because that getting too comfortable with that type of behavior, danger zone. You don't want to do that. That's going to diminish your battery very fast. You don't need that. You need all your battery to fight these battles. So don't lie to yourself. Keep it real with you first. With you first and foremost. There's value in having a healthy communication or a healthy relationship with yourself. Don't mess that up.